Hello, everybody. Welcome to the National Real Estate Post. Frank Ray here. First things first, don't forget if you're looking for a new place to go, you might want to consider Geneva Financial. They pay fast, they pay every week, work from home, work for the office, awesome pricing, great people. You got to check them out. Click this banner over on your right. I am obviously here with Barry Habib once again, who is mobile. He's been kind enough.
I am mobile. In the car, Frank.
In the car. He's where are you at? Newport Beach? Is that where you're at? Where are you at?
Actually, on our way up. We're right now. We're in LA on our way up to deployment in Beverly Hills.
Okay, good. I imagine the weather's a lot worse than in New Jersey there in LA. So.
Yeah, I do miss the snow.
Yeah, okay. So reason we want to get you on here, Barry, is we've had some people saying, hey, man, Janet Yellen's out there talking about negative rates, and we've seen negative rates, in other countries recently. It's kind of becoming a talking point. Everybody's worried or just wants to know, what does that mean to us? What's going on? Should we worry about anything, or what do you think that means to us, mortgage and real estate and lending right now?
Well, can we take a little bit of a victory lap from our last call on the S&P call of 1812? We hit that today. 10-year Treasury, 160. We hit that today. We made those calls, bro. Everybody thought we were crazy when it was at 230. We said 160. We hit it today.
There you go. Once again, pulling through. You guys, you got to pay attention to this man. Even without the facial hair, he's good. Okay? Talk to us about these negative rates. What should we be concerned about?
The negative rates are something that we're starting to see in Japan, where the yields that you get is kind of like paying rent for somebody holding your money. It's like, here's my money, hold it for me. I'll pay you just to keep it, so I know I'm going to get it back.
Wow.
And you think about that, it's very strange because we've never ever experienced that. It's very hard to get around conceptually.
Yeah.
But should interest rates continue to go down, and should we follow the rest of the world?
Yeah.
She's talking about we could eventually see a state like that. It's almost like a tax that you pay to the banks to hold your money and keep it safely.
Wow. Well, what does that mean to us? I mean, first of all, do you think we're going to see that? And if we do, what does it mean to us?
I don't think we're going to see it. I really hope we don't see it, because that would mean that we're in a very deflationary situation, and deflation is terrible, and that would not mean good things for our economy. So overall, economically for our country, that would be a very bad thing.
Yeah.
And we certainly don't want to see it. Could it happen? I think it's a very big long shot at this point that it could happen. Thank goodness I don't see that as occurring here.
Okay, so in your opinion, you don't think that that's coming upon us, because she's out there talking about it right now, so that makes everybody think, well, maybe she thinks that this is coming our way.
Yeah, but you know what? She was giving testimony today, and the reason why it came up was because one of the congressmen asked about it, and the congressman did ask about it for legitimate reasons, because we are seeing this happen in Japan currently. Okay. So kind of asking the question like, hey, could this happen here? And she was talking about it, and those were all the headlines that were flashing across CNBC. Okay. Negative interest rates, negative interest rates. So yes, obviously, it's a talking point. It's out there, but I think it's a real long shot that we see that here. Look, the first thing is we got to get over this. The Fed's not going to hike rates. It's crazy because I was almost yelling at the TV. You see these idiots out there that are talking about, sorry, that's the navigation, but talking about the fact that we're going to see hikes in March. I mean, that's got no shot. In fact, the Fed funds futures contract for 2016 is starting to price in rate cuts, not rate hikes.
Okay.
Meaning more QE.
Okay, so you're thinking, if anything, maybe a rate cut then in this?
I think it's about a 50-50. My gut is that the Fed just holds pat. The Fed just kind of stays firm where they are right now. They're not going to hike rates, at least for a long time from here.
Okay.
You got to watch the oil markets. Oil is telling us that right now, which the stock market follows, what we're learning from the oil market is something called the contango. The spreads are widening. And those contango spreads, when they widen, they typically indicate that oil prices will drop even further. That means the stock market, which follows, typically indicates that the stock market will drop further. And that also tells us that yields have a good chance to drop further. So,
Gotcha.
Frank, here's some important levels for us to watch.
Okay.
On the stock market, it's going to start with the stock market. Watch 1812 on the S&P. That was the target when we were here last time we talked about it. A convincing break beneath there, stocks will have another leg lower. That means the 10-year Treasury, because that's easy to pinpoint, look for 154. If we break under 154, we will see 138, and 138 is the all-time low that we've ever seen in history. Think back to July of 2012, the incredibly low rates that you saw there. We could revisit those rates. Now, we're close to it, so you should be refinancing everybody in sight right now, but we could even get lower. Watch 1812. Now, if we bounce off of 1812 in the S&P higher and stocks start to pick up momentum, short term, you'll have to have a locking mentality. I don't think rates go to the sky, but there is room for interest rates to move up an eighth, a quarter in interest rates, and we don't want to be caught with, unprotected.
Okay, great. And guys, just as a reminder, if you connect with Barry, and this isn't just a pitch to connect with Barry, but it's just a good thing to do if you do connect with him on MBS Highway. He keeps you informed of this stuff every single day, right, Barry?
We do video every day.
So
yes.
You'll know if we're going to hit that 1812 or bounce off of it or go beneath it or whatever the case may be, in which case you're prepared to react with your clients and your referral partners, that kind of a thing. So
we'll tell you every single day what to do, what to tell your customers, some selling points. And we get information on real estate everywhere, so it's a really valuable tool. Try it for free. Check it out.
Try it for free. I'll put the link on here. But with respect to negative rates, we're just going to let this thing kind of settle into the media woodwork here for now, and not worry about that. I appreciate you letting us know about this because we've been getting some feedback going, hey, is there something we need to know about here? So I thank you for.
It would be bad, team. If that were to happen, it would be ugly on a bigger scale.
Yeah, but
because that means we'd be in a bad recessionary period. Another thing to look at, and one of the charts that we have is the 2-year, 10-year. Spread. It's under 1%. 2-year, 10-year spread, meaning you take the 10-year yield, subtract the 2-year yield, it's under 1%. That's about half of what it was just about a year ago. It's a little bit nerve-wracking because if it gets to a negative number where the 2-year yield is higher than the 10-year, that's a very good indicator that a recession is on the horizon.
Okay, so another thing that we can keep track of by staying in touch with you through MBS Highway. So
you bet, brother.
All right, thank you so much. Get to your meeting. Appreciate you taking the time to talk with us. We'll catch up with you later. You guys have a great day. Forward, share, subscribe, leave your comments down below. Barry does check them, and we'll catch you later here at the National Real Estate Post.
You bet. Thanks,
Bye.
brother. Bye.